Hi everyone, sorry guys. I actually already watched the first part of this episode. Just I feel 2 minutes, something like that, until the opening, and then I realized that it was not recording. I mean, yeah, it happens, but it's kind of annoying that that happened. Um, so this part in the beginning, if you're watching full uncut, is yeah, I already watched until the opening, and after the opening, it's everything blind to me. So just have to say I want to be clear as possible with you guys. Anytime that that happen, I will just say it. I if it is like the whole episode with me without realizing that the recording stopped, I would not record again. But since it's just the beginning, just let it go and record again. So again, it's just the first second 2 minutes something like that until the opening. When the opening began, I looked at the camera and was wait, what is not recording? So just that. So yeah, let's just go to the episode and see what we're gonna see. Go.
いやー旦那様、今日もいい男っぷりで、それもそのはず。
Yeah, this guy now is working with Alibaba. I was like in shock. Wait, what? What are you doing here? But yeah,
僕ってなんだい
okay, so they are the embodiment of life.
ルフって何なんだい
God damn this face.
すなわち魂。
みんな家族なの
そうさ、我らは何百年もの間共に生きてきた同じ血の流れで
And
家
yeah,
族
that's what is a clan. It's come on, Aladdin.
あなたに家族はいません。
I mean, not necessary. You had a previous episode with an explanation about
の子じゃ
God damn it, never did that again. I did say it to you. Congratulations, you killed the
来たぜ。今日は天気がいいな。
その刀はい
ざって時のためにさ。
gonna cut some wood and
戦
forest.
わなくちゃならない日なんて
Oh,
来なければいいよねずっとこうやって
I love how
みんなで
animate
暮ら
that.
しております
Okay.
かつて最も栄えた騎馬民族初代大王は魔人のごとき力で歴史上最大の国大甲賀帝国を築いたと聞いております
Huh.
ですが近年では弱体
Interesting. Why? Yeah, I was imagining that it would be this.
我
But
らは西の霊
why she wants that? Why is she gonna begin with
つ
that?
まりは世界統一
Oh,
を
okay.
志しています甲賀のご先祖様と
I don't think you did a good job in the beginning.
どうかお力添えを
You could begin with that.
だから皇帝国の統制下に入る。速やかに服従
Yeah, for sure. This guy gonna be the villain of the episode, and then we're gonna have this princess, whatever, doing. I don't know if she's gonna be a main character, but at the very least, she can be a support character. Wait, but that's what we wanted. See, why you want to get rid of him then? If the purpose is to get them unite with the Empire. God damn it, this guy is stupid. I really do like the mill. Okay, so who gonna talk with her?
まとめなければ
こんばんは
Oh, of course, it's or Aladdin.
私も君と話がしてみたい。それは壇上アイテ
Okay,
ムですね。
what do you want to talk with him?
人知を
Oh,
超え
okay,
た
yeah.
力を宿し
She should probably know that
それを手にするのは
being
壇上か
a
ら生還
member
し
of
た者。
royalty, at least she will be a support character.
分かったよ。おばあちゃんたちに話してみるね。
He knows how to enter and how to exit a place. That's with style.
使うぞ。どうするんで。
What?
延々と子供を作らせるんだよ。
God damn it, I hate this guy.
受けられる。なんだ。文句でもあるのか。ないよな。
The one thing that this show does really well is making us really hate these villains of the episodes, even if it is someone that. Okay, no explanation. Okay, a time there were no countries.
一人の青年が現れ言いました。そうじゃ。わしの愛しい子供らのひ孫やしゃごの顔を見るまでは、皆と共にわしも生き抜いてゆかねばの。
That's a good dream. And I knew that she would die. Oh god damn it, that was so freaking obvious that the death flag was raised so
お
much.
ばあちゃんまだかな。
But really, we're not gonna even see who did that. Okay. So everyone, yeah, that was episode 4. So let's just see. Right at the beginning, we see that Alibaba kind of now have a lot of people working to him, even his old, let's just say, chef, right? Even like the dancers. So good, so good. Also, right at the beginning, before the opening, he go down the stairs to think that he was like his bromance with Aladdin, right? Oh, Aladdin, you're back. Nah, it's just this girl. Poor Alibaba. Everybody forgets her. Like, yeah, there's this thing, of course, that he's thinking on Aladdin, not her. Then later in this episode, something like, "Oh yeah, you have friends? Yeah, I have one, Alibaba, and also this Jean here. More? No, 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 no more." And they leave forgetting to free her every time. Um, So it's just funny. Na na na. Oh yeah, and she like yeah, she wants to go back. She finally admits, yeah, this now is one of her objectives to go back to my um, kingdom, home, whatever. Also, this part here after the opening, right after the opening, when Aladdin is talking with the jinn and asking the same questions he asked in the first episode, but in a different place. I think this part specifically, showed to us that he was not really there, physically not there. In the first episode, it looked like, well, he was in one of the dungeons, right? That's how he got the genie. That was his wish to become a friend. So how he'd say that he did not know dungeons, and I was confused for a long time. But I feel that this, even if he said that he never go to the dungeon, and that scene kind of contradict that. But this scene confirms that that scene as well was just a dream, or not necessarily a dream. Maybe is one way that they can communicate with each other, which again it could be also a dream, but with them communicating with each other. What I'm trying to say is not necessarily is not real. And then they talk about the butterflies, which I know that the name they give a name to them, um, rook, rock, something like that. But I was still gonna call them butterflies. It's easier, just that. Also, the picture in the windows, which I first of all I say look like a pharaoh or something like that. I feel that, especially for what we just heard with last episodes and with this as well, is it's probably what was his name again? Solomon, something like that. Yeah, that one. Which apparently something about him that has connection with our main character here. Um, then we have many images of that alluding, even like it's clear some kind of connection that um, Aladdin has with this person. Then we got introduced to this clan. I don't. First of all, I don't really like the explanation that they give here, but um, they say, "Well, we are not connected by blood." Yeah, I don't think there's a good explanation for that, but like clans in Japan it's more complicated. And I know that this is not this universe and whatsoever. Yeah, 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 yeah. But it is. In the end of the episode, they kind of said what I was trying to say, right? It is kind of like a family that begins to grow, 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 and then we have not only the father, the children, the aunt, the uncle, and like uncles of the uncles, and they all live in the same place, forming like a small village, something like that. That is what usually the clans in Japan and I would say in Asia, but specifically in Japan, how they are, and Magi as well. It's what it is with this case, as they say specifically in the end of the episode. Yeah, there are times because you have like someone that is not connected by blood whatsoever. They just a traveler go there, fell in love with someone in the clan, and then become part of the clan because he's also living there. So that is what they're trying to say. But with the time, they're gonna have children. They're also gonna live there, and yeah, they kind of are usually, if not 100% connected by blood, it's like 80%. And then the people that are not connected, they will become by their children. So like, yeah, that's why I don't usually like the explanations that we have on Western media, or even in this case, I don't know if it was a subtitle problem or it was they just really explain in this way, which is not exactly the best way of explaining things. Um, oh yeah, the name is Ko. We had also this Empire. Yeah, really beautiful boom, um, which apparently they are trying to do something like unite all the world in one nation or something like that. I'm gonna talk more about that in the future, in this episode already. Then we have the promise that the guy did. Yeah, I'm gonna promise I'm gonna protect you. Don't do this promise. You're not 100% of time with her. Usually, even you got to get out of the place with the sword. Like, it was so obvious that something would happen to her and he would not be there to protect her as it happened. So, like, don't raise flags. I always say that. Stop raising flags. Um, then here we have like the explanation. She's the third daughter of the first co-emperor Hakwei Ren. So like I'm probably not gonna remember his name for sure, but like she's not the first daughter. Again, I don't know if in her empire, the first one is the one to become the next successor. If it is by that, I don't also know if women can succeed because there are a lot of fictional and real universe that humans just don't succeed. I'm gonna had to say for what I see here that she probably is in the line of succession, probably behind the other two that are before her. Again, I don't know if when she say third daughter, that means that two daughters before her or a daughter and a guy. I don't know. I don't have enough information or knowledge of English to give any kind of explanations about that. Um, they basically talk about how that clan also give once that wish long ago, but now they just like they cannot do that. They are a small uh, group of tents, but which again what I say like, oh, you want to give to steal or a camp whatever, like, dude, you have nothing. uh, Basically you don't have not even a wall here. You have just houses. Okay, you have a large space to grow, that is true, but like if you don't have money to do that, what is the difference? um, and we have the whole thing with this guy, which is certainly would be a villain the first time that I see, and with her, and also the other guy. I assume that the blue hair is a guy. I don't know. Um, is fighting him, which of course that means that they are good people. It's basically like that. That works very easily. Then we have the thing about the like the whole conversation that he had with her after, saying like, let me see here. We had the perfect opportunity to get rid of those Kuga people. Like, and why we want that? Like, again, unless she lied about that, but I feel that she was not lying, evidently, unless, which it could be because we only see her perspective of things, and I always say how perspective can change everything. It could be that the Koga emperor or empress, I don't know if it is a guy or a woman. I feel that is a guy. I forgot his name. By the name, I could maybe discern what it is. Um, Maybe if the emperor or empress wants to get rid of the people, but then send her, maybe she like, or send her, or she itself ask, no, well, I can do maybe without having to kill anyone, and then this guy, no, but like we had the perfect opportunity to kill this. It could be that as well. I can totally see her doing the second option, to ask her father, her mother to go there and try to do things peacefully, and you have the general, the military leader, no, but we could kill them. uh, yeah. um, and we have the whole conversation with Aladdin and her. I don't think I have much to say about this because, like, maybe the most impactful thing is when she said, "Yeah, I promise I'm not gonna do anything." But like, I feel that until this point, it was obvious, like she was not she did not want to hurt anyone, with specifically the scene with her stopping the guy and like being all outrageous that he tried to hurt the people. So like, yeah. And then we have the scene with the, gonna say butterflies, I know that is not butterflies, flowing, which seems like, yeah, she is a good person basically. Oh yeah. Also, in the beginning of the episode, he was like, Aladdin was blaming that it was too long, like it was too far away. But like, dude, you can summon a jinn and he can carry you in like what, 10 minutes? What would it be? 5 days of travel? Like he can do easily in some minutes. Also, the whole thing about his powers and like what he can use too much. Even it was a plot point in some previous episode with Aladdin, with Alibaba, that is he used a lot of energy of his stomach. But the thing is, like I know that he's the main character of a shonen, which usually means that he had to read a lot. It's kind of joke, but I totally understand that. But the thing is, if you use too much, and you don't like, you cannot, you have to stop to eat every time. You cannot do for the stupid thing like you did in the beginning of the episode, just to summon a arm and say and do the same thing that everyone was doing. Like, why you do that? If you do not do stuff like that, because it's not, the problem is not that he did that, is because we know him for 4 episodes already, and we know that he used for stupid thing every time, every second. So like, if he did not do that, he could just do this summon and go travel in seconds, and only use in specific moments. I do understand he's a kid, and also I do understand that he wants friends and someone to talk. But I doubt that he really needs to use that much energy, magic, whatever, to talk with him. For example, the problem is when he summons for even stupid things like what he did in the beginning of the episode. Um, Even if I do understand that he did not do he using that a lot, specifically in the last couple of episodes. Also is a plot one because you need to have the other characters showing themselves. If he was a white kid that do things um, obvious things and not stupid things, he just would do everything in the show because he already is way more powerful. At least until this point, because Alibaba also gonna also gain a power, even if I feel that he don't really know yet. Um, then we have these villains that I, God damn it! Again, I'm gonna say again. I said in the episode, this show does an amazing job with the villains to make us hate them. Um, for specifically, I maybe one of the reasons is because they do all the times or topics that we know in our universe very well, like slavery, like rape here, slave with rape here in this episode. In episode one, slavery is basically slavery until right now, right? Like we had a lot of things with uh, easily understand, and you don't really need to do something like, oh, we destroy a city. Yeah, okay, but like, how many people really here in the West know what that means? But things like that really get you and make you really hate the character, specifically because it doesn't matter the perspective in this case. Like I always say, how perspective can change. Yeah, but in this case, like, what are you gonna do? You can totally turn a villain that want to destroy the universe to be a good person with perspective. You can do. You cannot do with people that do rape, do slavery. Well, slavery. Uh, the problem is not necessarily the action. Is I feel the acting of enjoying doing things like that. Because yeah, you can do someone that is doing I don't know, is a lord of slaves, but he don't want to do that, and he's kind of being forced to do by his father or whatever. Okay, you can do and turn what it is like. Oh, we discover in episode 20 that he did not want that. See, you can do and change a lot with perspective. But when you see the person enjoying doing evil stuff like this, yeah, he's a villain. There's no perspective can change that. Um, Also, a really good thing that this episode goes was I totally think that the guy would have killed the other one. So good. The woman is a crippled woman, and the whole thing. Oh yeah, the whole thing that in the past there was no kingdom. Yeah, I totally see how this would be Solomon and the kingdom of Israel, right? Something like that. Yeah. 10,000 years ago, blah 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 blah. Yeah, and apparently, I do wonder about that. Also, that is one small thing. Let me just finish here that I want to say. Um, yeah, we don't know who killed her. It was clear that was a death flag since the beginning of the episode. Like, yeah, and it was when she just say, "I'm gonna go walk for where? Just walk." Like, you're gonna die. And she ended up dying. Yep, but we not even see who killed her. God damn it. Um, yeah, and in the preview we show Alibaba talking about he wants to meet the princess or something. I don't know if that means that he will appear or that means that he will not appear and he is annoyed by that. Uh, well, I think it's that. Um, what was the other thing that I wanted to say? The kingdoms, whatever. God damn, I forgot. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't remember. If I remember, if you want to talk something about this episode, just tell me in the comment section what you like or not. You enjoying the series? Yeah, I think that for now and for the day. So the next season, the next section of record. Maybe I'll remember, maybe not. So until then, next.